Welcome to this Bird of Paradise Vinyasa yoga flow. Today is a full body strengthening and stretching class where we'll focus particular emphasis on the hamstrings, the hips, the shoulders, and the back body. So when you're ready, I invite you to join me in a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you today. Closing the eyes, lengthening the spinal column, relaxing the facial features, softening the belly, the palms, the fingertips, relaxing the lower body, feeling your connection to Mother Earth. Gifting yourself this space to slow down and attune to the essence of inner peace that is forever available for you. Beginning to notice the rhythm of your breath, on your next inhalation, reach the arms skywards, join the palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go again. Inhale, stretch the torso, palms together. Exhale, call in positive energy towards the heart space. Once more. Beautiful. From here, creating two cactus arms. On your inhalation, opening the chest, drawing the shoulder blades together. Exhale, curl and round, forearms together, chin to chest. Taking a few rounds of this gentle seated cat and cow. Waking up the spinal column, the shoulders, and opening the heart space. Doing your best to keep the lower body stable here. On your next inhalation, reach the arms up, palms together. Exhale, hands to heart center. Okay, friends, let's come into a tabletop position on all fours, aligning the knees with the hips and the shoulders with the wrists. Let's find our traditional cat and cow. With every exhalation, rounding the spine, coming into a spinal flexion. And with every inhalation, opening the chest, gazing forwards as we extend the spine. Keeping the fingertips spread wide, pressing firmly into the palms, the knuckles. And let's go for one more round. Beautiful. Tenting up onto your fingertips, step your right foot between your palms. Reach the arms up, low crescent moon, asana. And let's find our cactus arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, find length. Exhale, open the chest. Beautiful work. Now let's interlace our fingers behind the back. Find length, open up the heart space. Gently release. Fingertips on the earth, and let's step back to plank pose. Lowering the knees and finding an 8-limb staff pose, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Cobra. Exhale, Child's Pose, Balasana. Releasing the back body. Inhale, rise into Vamanasana. And this time step your left foot between your palms. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Channeling energy upwards. And let's find our cactus arms, allowing the breath to guide you here. Feeling the activation of muscles along the posterior chain. Beautiful. Now interlacing your fingers together behind the back, opening the chest as you guide your bind towards the earth, keeping the core engaged. Mindfully release. Fingertips on the earth, step back to plank pose. Engage the core. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Cobra Bhujangasana. And this time tuck the toes under, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. You might like to walk the dog here, pedaling out your legs. As we begin to ease our way into warming up the hamstrings and the outer glutes, finding stillness. On your next inhalation, raise the right leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot to the outer edge of your right hand, lizard pose, Uttanapristhasana. Lower the back knee, inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, palm on the earth. Step your left foot to the outer edge of your left hand and rise into a wide-legged chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, raise the arms, gaze up. Exhale, Malasana, Yogi Squat. Find length along the back body. Palms on the earth, step back to plank pose. Option to lower the knees or find a Chaturanga Dandasana, four-limb staff pose. Inhale, upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Let's find this flow on the other side. Inhale, raise the left leg, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, lizard pose, Uttanapristhasana. Lower the right knee. Inhale, raise your left arm, spiral your chest to the left. Exhale, palm on the earth. And step your right foot to the outer edge of your right hand. Send the glutes back. Find length along the torso, reach the arms out in front. Exhale, straighten the legs, Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, raise the arms, gaze up. Exhale, Malasana. Palms on the earth. Step back to plank pose. Find your flow. Respecting your energy levels for today. Maybe that means heading straight to down dog. Maybe it means a rest in child's pose. Honor your practice. Let's take one mindful breath here. Letting go of any tension and all unwanted energy. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, right foot between your palms. Pivot your back foot on a diagonal, and let's rise into Warrior One, Virabhadrasana. Squaring off the hips, pressing into the blade edge of your back foot. Lower the fingertips down behind your back, find a bind. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Feeling the beautiful opening for your shoulders, the chest. Inhale, rise up, Join the palms together, Virabhadrasana. Straighten your front leg and let's hinge forwards halfway. Left palm on the outer edge of your right foot, coming into revolved pyramid. Taking a moment to square the hips. Feeling a beautiful opening for the backs of the legs. Now let's square off the chest, one palm on either side of your front leg coming into pyramid pose. You might like to take a few spinal waves here, or simply melt your chest towards your front thigh. Palms behind your back in prayer pose. Inhale, rise up. Raise the arms, palms together, bend your front knee, warrior one. Exhale, palms on the earth, and let's find a three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful work. Inhale, raise the left leg, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, right foot between the palms, pivot your back heel in. Rise into Virabhadrasana, engaging the inner thighs. Sinking your hips a little lower. Exhale, release the arms, interlace your fingers behind the back. Inhale, open the chest, gaze up. Exhale, humble warrior. Keeping the lower body active. Inhale, rise up. Raise the arms, palms together. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, hinge the torso forwards. Right palm on the outer edge of your left foot. Raise your left arm as you pivot your chest to the left, revolved pyramid. Square off your shoulders, one palm on either side of your front foot. Option to take some spinal waves. Or simply hinge forwards and get into a deep hamstring stretch. Continuing to root the outer edge of your back foot into the mat. One breath here. Join your palms together behind the back in Namaskar Mudra. Inhale, raise the torso. Bend your front knee, raise the arms, Virabhadrasana. Exhale, palms on the earth. Send your left leg back and find a three-legged staff pose. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, down dog. Beautiful work. Inhale, roll through into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhalation, raise the right leg. Exhale, right foot to the outer edge of your right hand, lizard pose. Keep the back leg elevated. Now let's guide our right shoulder underneath our right knee, maybe spreading your arms out wide in an airplane shape, or interlacing your fingers together behind your back, keeping your hips low. Now let's pivot the back heel in and pivot into a bound extended side angle. If you need to adjust the stance slightly, know that you can do that. Release the bind, right palm on the earth, reach your left arm up, extended side angle. Square off the hips, palms on either side of your front foot. Inhale, raise your right arm. And now let's pivot to the right, coming into Vashisthasana, side plank. Option to stay here or grab a hold of your big toe with your peace fingers. Extending your top leg, raising the hips, opening the chest. And mindfully guiding your right foot forwards, lowering the back knee down, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, palms on the earth, step back, find your three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's find this flow on the other side. Inhale, raise the left leg. Exhale, lizard pose. Option to stay here or find your bind. Left shoulder under left knee. Maybe you raise the arms out wide at shoulder height or find your bind, interlacing your fingers behind your back. Pressing firmly into the big toe mound of your left foot. Keep the bind and pivot into your extended side angle. Opening the chest. One breath here. Mindfully lower your left palm to the inner seam of your left foot. Raise your right arm, extended side angle. Gaze towards the mat. Square off your hips, one palm on either side of your foot. Inhale, raise your left arm, open the chest. Continue to pivot to the left and come into Vashisthasana. Option to keep your legs straight, both feet grounded. Or maybe grab a hold of your big toe coming into Vashi number 2. Opening the legs, strengthening the upper body. Mindfully guide your foot forwards into Anjaneyasana. If you wobble around a little bit like I did, that is okay. An opportunity to practice compassion. And let's find our three-legged chaturanga. Downward facing dog is where we meet. Mindfully lowering the knees onto the mat, pointing the toes and sinking the hips back as we come into Child's Pose Balasana. This has been a fast-paced vinyasa so far, so really give yourself permission to let go, to connect with the breath, and to cultivate that awareness, that visceral embodiment of the peace and tranquility that is always here for you. Give to yourself one nourishing breath in this grounding asana. Stay here for as long as you like. And when you're ready, press into the palms and let's meet in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, raise your right leg, Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, knee to chest, place your right foot between your palms, pivot your back heel in, and place your right palm on the inner seam of your right foot, coming into extended side angle. Now let's find our arm bind and prepare for Bird of Paradise. Stepping your left foot up, whether that's 1, 2, or 3 steps. Transferring your weight into your left foot, raising the heel of your right foot. And on your inhalation, beginning to elevate the chest. Keep the knee bent as you begin to straighten your grounded leg, opening the heart space, finding a point of focus. When you feel ready, begin to extend your leg out to the side, opening the chest, rooting into the earth. Beautiful work. Mindfully bend down. Lower your right foot, step your left leg back, bound extended side angle. Release into your warrior two, open the chest. Exhale, sun warrior, Surya Virabhadrasana. Inhale, cartwheel the arms forward, step back into your three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Beautiful work. Let's go again. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, left foot between the palms and pivot into your extended side angle. Find your arm bind, guiding your left arm under your left leg, right arm behind the back, interlacing your fingers or grabbing a hold of one wrist. Step your right foot up to the top of the mat. Transfer your weight into your right foot. On your inhalation, begin to elevate your chest, the body, keeping your knee bent until you're in an upright position, straightening your grounded leg, finding a point of focus. And when you feel ready, beginning to straighten your left leg, using the strength of your hamstrings, your quads, opening your chest, your shoulders. One breath here. Beautiful work, mindfully rebending the knee, lowering down, stepping your left foot down, guiding your right foot back, releasing the bind as we rise into warrior two. Exhale, sun warrior. Inhale, windmill the arms, plank pose, or find your final three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Well done. Lower the knees down, point the toes, and come into a well-deserved child's pose. Staying in child's pose, guide both arms over to the left, feeling a beautiful opening for the right side of your torso. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, guide your arms over to the right, letting go. Inhale, return to center, one breath here. Place your palms under your shoulders, and with the support of your arms, mindfully elevate the torso. Let's come onto our glutes, coming into a seated position, extending both legs out in front. You might like to shake out the legs a little bit, Keep the right leg straight and guide your left heel, your left foot towards the inner seam of your right thigh. And let's come into head to knee pose, Janu Sirsasana. Option to stay upright or come into a forward fold, aligning your sternum with your thigh. We performed a lot of dynamic, energizing, and demanding postures today, so really allow yourself to receive the benefits of this grounding forward fold. Recognizing that it's okay to slow down. It's okay to find softness. On your next inhalation, mindfully elevate the torso. Keep the right leg straight. Place your left foot on the outer edge of your right thigh, left palm behind the back. Inhale, raise your right arm. Exhale, right tricep against left thigh, opening your chest to the left. Lengthening the spine. One breath here. Mindfully release, shake out the legs, and let's find head to knee pose on the other side. Maybe you stay upright, maybe you come into a forward fold. Inhale, rise up, and let's find our seated spinal twist on the other side. Great work, friends. Gently release. And let's come into butterfly pose or bound angle Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Maybe you stay upright, or again, find a forward fold as we stretch deep into the outer glutes, the hips, giving us an opportunity to release the back, the neck, and the head. Letting go. On your inhalation, mindfully elevate the torso and come into a comfortable seated position. Close the eyes, lengthen the spine, reconnect with your inner state of well-being, gifting yourself this opportunity to check in. Notice if you are feeling at all different than compared to when we started our practice. Maybe you notice nothing at all, simply accepting whatever arises for you. Mindfully joining your palms together at heart center, bowing down to your heart, thanking your beautiful body, mind, and breath for this nourishing practice. sending you love and light. May you be well. May you experience true peace and joy. Namaste.